You ready? Let's go. 2-minute daily devo for Tuesday, January 24th. I'm in the New International Reader's Version today, and our verse of the day comes from the book of 1 Chronicles, chapter 29, verse 11. Here's what it says. Lord, you are great and powerful. Glory, majesty, and beauty belong to you. Everything in heaven and on earth belongs to you. Lord, the kingdom belongs to you. You are honored as the one who rules over all. This is David here, and he is praying a prayer before the people. Little thing that you might not know about David, we've talked about how he was a great worshiper, but David was also a warrior. We know that there's stories in the Bible where, David, who was serving King Saul, would, go into battle and win these mighty battles, so much so that the people saying that Saul has slain his thousands, but David has slain his 10,000. So he was a mighty, mighty warrior. But at his heart of hearts, David was a worshiper, and David longed to build a temple for God, to build a place of worship for the people that they could come and worship God. But God said, because you have shed too much blood, because you've been such a warrior, I need someone else. I need to have someone else build that. So it was going to be done by his son Solomon. And Solomon right here in this portion of scripture is just about to be anointed as the next king. And so they're asking, David comes before the people and says, hey, this is going to be a great job for Samuel, or for Solomon, and it's going to be a lot of work. And so can you bring all your gold and jewels and everything else to him so that he can get this done? And David himself gives tons and tons of materials to build this temple with Solomon. And so here he's just praying kind of an invocation, but he talks about how great and awesome our God is. And as we've talked about, we know that David had seen God's mighty power. David had seen his glory and his majesty and his beauty. And so much so, like I said, that he longed to build this temple because he was such a worshiper. I want to encourage you and I, let's have this prayer as David prayed be our prayer. Look at how earnestly he prays. God, you are great, you're powerful, your glory, your majesty, your beauty. He talks about how his power, everything in the earth belongs to him. He's honored as the one who rules over all. This is a true worshiper, because as we come to God in prayer, this should be the first thing that you and I do, is to talk about how great and awesome our God is, to just love on and just talk about his majesty and his glory. So David was a worshiper, but he's a great example for you and I to follow as how we should worship God. All right, that's it, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.